Here's the thing about Marvel fans, guys. They got to be some of the most passionate, awesome fans ever. And on the other hand, not gonna lie, they could be some of the biggest. They could be some of the biggest crybabies I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I don't know. Maybe that's just a fucking nerd thing. Nerds just like to complain about everything. I know better than anyone. You can look on my YouTube channel. You can look at this video. Be like, Zoe Psycho, you're a bitch ass complainer. I wouldn't fully disagree. I wouldn't fully disagree. So the reason I'm making this video, as you can probably already tell, is because Captain America just came out. It's a fine movie. It's a good movie. But it's not a great movie. It's not an amazing movie. It's not a fantastic movie. I think that's okay. But there's a vocal minority, a very loud one, in fact, that thinks it's not okay. Yeah, whoever you are, let's go comment under this video in the first 1 minute that say, oh, Marvel just isn't what it used to. Like the same bot comment, the same comment that you see from people on their alt account. You guys are the minority. Ever since Endgame, we went through a worldwide pandemic, and since then, the internet, more or less, the world seems to be a lot less joyful. Like people got that stink aura nowadays. People got that grump aura nowadays. People are just not as nice as they used to be. Marvel has put out a couple of hits and a couple of misses since Endgame, and it spawned a section of the fanbase that they just kind of like to circle jerk each other in the middle of a Marvel hate campaign, bro. Like you can see it with, like, anytime you search up Marvel on YouTube, anytime you there's so many videos talking about the state of the MCU, the downfall of the MCU, or just Marvel in general. They talk about the downfall of Marvel after every fucking project. every movie, every show that comes out, they talk about the downfall of Marvel. How disappointing it is, because it's just cool to hate on it. We all love to point at that popular thing and say it's not that good. We all like to be the outlier. We all like to be the fucking hipster. We live in a day and age where nobody can fucking think for themselves or form their own opinion anymore. Whatever you love and hate is a trend. And in this case, it's trendy to talk shit about Marvel movies. It's trendy to say Marvel movies are mid or just bad. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. Like, I'm not one of those guys who, I'm not just gonna be clapping my hands for every single Marvel project that comes out, for every Disney project that comes out. You know, don't get me wrong. There have been some real goddamn stinkers that came out in the past 5 years. She-Hulk, kinda ass. Secret Invasion, kinda ass. Actually, no, that show was just ass. But you're not going to lie to me and try to convince me that Black Panther 2 was a bad film, that Moon Knight was a bad show, that No Way Home isn't as cool as it was when it first came out. I've seen people talking about that, like people trying to make revisionist history on No Way Home, what people originally saw as a fantastic movie. But we like to do this thing where we chase trends. It's not trendy to like this movie anymore. So people started saying, oh, maybe it's not as good as we thought. People love doing that shit. Or when it comes to something that was widely considered as bad, like when you look at the old Iron Man movies, those movies weren't widely considered good back then. But now we love them because Robert Downey Jr. left an everlasting legacy as Iron Man. Tony Stark is dead. Now that he's gone, now we like to glaze these movies. If you told me that there was no way that they won't be able to top Infinity War and Endgame, I would agree with you. I don't really think so either, but my question is, what's so wrong about that? We can't have every single show or every single movie be a 10 out of 10. Those movies, the Endgame and Infinity War, those movies weren't even perfect. A lot of what we got in Phase 4 and 5 ranged around the mid-tier, and I don't really think that's a bad thing. Like, of course, Multiverse of Madness should have been a great, we should push for greatness in these movies because that's what we got before. But when we get something that's just good, is it the end of the world? I don't really think so. We live in a time where calling something alright, calling something fine, or calling something mid, that just isn't enough. People aren't satisfied with anything anymore. They want to feel the same joy that they got from the Phase 3 movies, and I understand that. I completely understand that. They just want to go back in time to when things were simpler, where you could just watch a fucking movie and have an awesome time. You know, like that's the same feeling I want to have in the movie theaters. That's why I enjoyed Guardians 3 so much. That's why I enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine so much. And that's also why I kind of like Captain America: Brave New World. They want to see movies like without knowing the behind the scenes shenanigans, without hearing about the reshoots, money going into it, drama with the actors. They just want something that's fucking fun. And what they fail to realize is that we have those fun projects right now. But let me emphasize, these projects can't make you enjoy them. If you're going to the theater, already making up your mind that you won't enjoy it. Like you've been looking on Twitter, you've been seeing everybody's reviews. You're in the Marvel hate circle. You're already going to the theater. You're refusing to enjoy it. You already fucking hate the movie. Then why are you going? These ticket prices are going up, guys. These ticket prices are not fucking cheap. I like to go in the Dolby Atmos theaters. I like getting the Dolby Atmos tickets because I love those speakers. You know, some movies are better than others. I don't think anything tops the Batman film when it comes to the sound design of that movie. But yeah, tickets aren't cheap. I'm not going into a movie knowing that I'm not gonna like it. I'm spending like minimum $40 because I'm not going by myself. I'm going with other people. You know, I'm spending a minimum $40 on tickets. So like, why would I waste my money? You know, and I'm also not going to speak on a movie that I haven't even seen. I've been seeing a lot of that too. A lot of people have been speaking on this new Captain America movie without even seeing it. They're just making the same there's no way all these people can be real. They're all saying the same fucking thing. They're all like on their fucking alt accounts or whatever. And listen, if you're one of those people, all power to you. You know, if you're not enjoying the Marvel series, if you're not enjoying the franchise, then that's fine. But like any sensible human being, if you're not enjoying something, then why do you keep engaging with, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, why do you keep engaging with the franchise, with the videos? Why? I'm not going to speak about other projects, but Captain America: Brave New World, it took me back to a time before we even knew what the fuck faces were in the MCU. Before all the space shit, all the multiverse crap. It's just a fun action movie with some damn good acting and genuine heartfelt moments. Not to mention, the themes of the movie just fit the classic feel of a Captain America story. Now, there are some flaws. There is the reality that this was supposed to come out right after the Falcon Winter Soldier show. Like, it has some connections to that with Isaiah Bradley. But I had this conversation with one of the other movie attendants. They weren't exactly with me, but they were in the same theater as I was. I was taking the bus back home, and we was having a conversation. He was like, "Yeah, I don't. Maybe I missed a movie. Like, I don't know who this Isaiah guy is. Was Thunderbolt Ross always a Hulk? Like, I can't remember the last movie he was in. You know, I feel like I just missed a couple things." I'm like, no, not really, cause you know, like, there was a Disney Plus show, blah blah. There's a lot of stuff that happened in that, so you would have had to watch that to catch up with what's happening. And he just shrugged his shoulders. He was like, "Oh shit," you know. He's like, "Whatever." He's like, "Whatever." And that's kind of the problem that comes with that Disney Plus show format. Like, having things be on Disney Plus, having to do homework before watching the movie, it kind of fucks everything up. Because a lot of the mainstream audience, they really just watch the movies. They're not going to get a Disney Plus subscription thinking, "Oh yeah, I gotta watch this leading up to the next Marvel movie." Most people don't really think like that. Like, I know you and I probably do, because we're hardcore Marvel fans, we're fucking nerds. But the average moviegoer doesn't do that. So I would say that was an issue with the movie. But it didn't exactly ruin the film for me, because I feel like the movie just kind of understood who Captain America was, like, as a character, especially with Sam Wilson, his ability to connect with others. You know, a lot of people misunderstand the mantle and think Captain America is just someone who stands with America no matter what. That it's really just like he's just a wave flagging American hero, right? When it's really American values that are important for the character. I remember the actor for Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, was talking about this. The same thing I was talking about, how Captain America isn't necessarily practicing. He's not like a wave flagging hero, right? It's more so about his values, what he represents, that's more important than the country that he's aligned with. He's not so much aligned with America. He's aligned with good nature. He's aligned with justice, human values, American values. He was trying to say that American values are just human values, but a lot of people kind of, I don't know, maybe people are just getting dumber nowadays. A lot of people didn't really understand that. He got a lot of fire from that, and he had to clarify himself. He shouldn't have had to, but he had to. And it was something that he got in trouble for, where Chris Evans said the exact same thing some years back, and he didn't get nearly as much controversy. And I think you and I both know why. Don't act dumb. Please don't fucking act dumb. We all know why. But yeah, Captain America fighting against the government. That's problematic. That's problematic all of a sudden, when that's like every Captain America story. Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford, they did an awesome job with their acting. Honestly, the only main complaint I can agree with was that the two deserved a better movie and a better script. There's some other things too, like the editing was a little bit shaky. Script was, it could have been better, of course, but it was fine. Like it was good. Like, I'd rather watch this movie above the Ant-Man movies and pretty much every single Thor movie except for Ragnarok. Honestly, maybe even Ragnarok. Like, the Thor movies were ass. Ant-Man movies weren't that good. Like, we watched the Iron Man movies for nostalgia, but back then people weren't saying those movies were good, especially Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 was not a great film. And I would definitely watch this over Iron Man 2. Like, there's like, we act like that Marvel movies being mid is a new thing, when Marvel movies have usually been hit or miss for phases 1 and 2. The only time where it was like consistently good was phase 3. Honestly. But yeah, it's no secret that this movie kind of went through development hell with the writer strikes and whatnot. And to be honest, I'm not 100% happy with what we got, but I'm alright with it. Like, we're out of this era where all the writer strike, all the movies delayed by the writer strike, they got delayed and now they're coming out. We're kind of out of that phase, so I'm expecting to see better content moving forward. And even despite all the hardships that the writers and the development team went through, they still produce a pretty alright movie. And it apparently is doing pretty well in the box office. I see comments from people and they will fucking type some shit like, it's because of people like you why we keep getting garbage from Disney. I'm just like, dog, chill. Like, I really don't think it's that serious. Marvel is not ruined. People say, oh, Marvel, is Marvel back? Like, there's like this constant cycle of like, we're so back. Oh my god, it's so over. Oh, we're so back. It's the same fucking cycle every fucking project that comes out, and it's so exhausting, guys. Like, if you can't enjoy any other projects after Endgame, that's perfectly fine. No one is forcing you to keep watching except yourself, and it's not your job to convince other people to agree with you. I'm not trying to make you agree with me. I'm just on here talking shit because I can. It's my YouTube channel. I like to do this in my free time. I like to talk about things I like, and I also like to talk about people that annoy me. And a good chunk of MCU fans are pretty fucking annoying. But yeah, Captain America Brave New World, if you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'll just wait till it comes out Disney Plus, I don't blame you. If you want to have a good fun time with your friends, and you want to go see just a classic action story, a classic MCU story that you feel like you could fit into phases 1 and 2, hell yeah, go and see it. Go have a good time. But you need to let yourself let loose a little bit. Let yourself have fun. Now, I'm not saying you can enjoy every single thing about the movie, every single Marvel project ever, but I think people need to like chill the fuck out just for a little bit, and stop being so uptight about everything. And for the love of God, form your own opinion. Please form your own opinion. Like that's something that I like to reiterate on this channel every now and again. Please form your own opinion. I'm not trying to make you think like me, and you're not gonna make me think like you. It's just not gonna happen. But like Captain America, like I'm an advocate for American values, freedom of speech, shit like that. Exercise your freedom of speech. Exercise your freedom of thinking by thinking for yourself and forming your own fucking opinion. Um, I believe the Thunderbolts is up next in terms of MCU projects, so I'll be seated for that. There's a couple things that are a little bit weird for me. I'm not gonna discuss spoilers in this video. So, but there's a thing regarding Bucky that I'm kind of confused on. That I'm kind of interested to see how they're gonna connect this with the Thunderbolts. So we'll see about that. But I have hope for that movie. I think that movie's gonna be pretty nice. But hey, if it's not if it's not 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, then I'm completely fine with it. You know, I'm still gonna be seeing either way, and I'm gonna enjoy it because I love Marvel and I like going to the movies. So yeah, I think yeah, that's about all that I have to say. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. It was nice talking to you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.